What is up, fam? Just gonna let Instagram do its thing. It's been so long since I've been live. I'm so excited to be here with you guys today. If it's your first time, let me know. If you come to my lives often, let me know. Drop where you're joining from in the comments. And these are like super fun. I do like a little bit of training, a little bit of Q&A, so feel free to drop any questions while we're in the training below, and I always get to them after. But I just feel really called to come on. It's been so long because I've been going through so many different just like transitions in my life, going through my own little quantum leap. So if you don't know me, then hi, I'm Kristen. I'm like the face behind this account. Obviously, you probably know. I see we have a lot of first timers here, so I'm so excited to get to know you guys better and support you through your next level. Joining from NYC, Sydney, Australia, first time, love it, yay! Well, I'm so excited that you guys are here. And like I said, feel free to ask any questions, tell me what you guys wanna learn about. I do these lives often, so always here. But I really want to talk to you guys today about how our inner child wounds typically get activated when we are trying to start our business. So I would love to know, just drop it in the comments. Are you guys entrepreneurs? Are you guys entrepreneurs? Are you guys wanting to step into your soul's purpose? Whatever you're here to do, typically, this is really important. Your soul's purpose, whenever we're trying to step into something that is a higher level than what we're currently doing, right? So if you're doing a certain job and then you're wanting to step into maybe a coach or type of entrepreneurship venture or whatever it is, typically what happens is that people tend to kind of go up against these blocks, right? These mindset blocks, these fear of being seen, all of these things. What happens is they think, because I'm getting triggered because this is hard, oh, maybe this isn't for me, or this should be easier, or this should flow more. Let me know if you guys ever had those thoughts. Like, give me a yes below, because it's really common. It's like we think if it's my soul's purpose, it's going to be easy. But the thing is that when you are stepping into your soul's purpose, quite literally the point of your soul's purpose, the point of really stepping into that is to become the highest version of yourself. It's pushing you to be essentially the most evolved that you can be in this lifetime, right? But in order to be the most evolved that you can be in this lifetime, you kind of have to move through the triggers. So what happens is a lot of people, they start this business. I see a lot of you guys, you said it, you're like starting an art business, you're self-employed, integrative spiritual counseling, you're doing so many amazing things in the world, right? And they start this business and all of a sudden they get triggered and their wounds get activated and they care what other people think and they are not signing clients and they're like, should I quit? All of these different things get activated. But these triggers are quite literally there to show you this is the thing stopping you from reaching the next level. It's like the key. It's like, if you want to get to your next level, you need to unlock, right? And so triggers are really inner child wounds. So this is how everything comes together. Because in order to reach the next level in your business, you have to heal your triggers, and your triggers come from inner child work. Is this making sense? So the biggest triggers I see with my clients is, one of them is like the fear of being seen. I talk about the fear of being seen so much, right? It really stems from the fear of judgment. And if you really unpack the fear of judgment, it's the need for acceptance and validation, right? The need for acceptance and validation. Now the reason we have the fear of being seen, the reason we fear judgment from others is an inner child wound, because somewhere in childhood, we were judged for being our most authentic self. That's it. We were judged for being our most authentic self. So what happens is this memory gets stored, this belief system gets stored, that if I am my authentic self, if I show people who I truly am, I am going to be judged and I'm not going to be loved. So what do? We hide ourselves because safety is the number one priority to our body. So even if you have this amazing goal that you really, 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 really want to do, your body will prioritize feeling safe over doing the goal. Always. So people are like, Kristen, I really want this. I really want to have this business, but I can't take action. And they think they're lazy. They think that there's something wrong with them. They think they're doing something wrong. They're not doing anything wrong. It's simply because they need to heal their inner child, help their inner child feel safe so that they can take action. So a lot of my work surrounds safety, feeling safe in your body, feeling safe being seen, feeling safe to express yourself, feeling safe to be judged, feeling safe to have people not like you. To a lot of people, that doesn't feel safe to have people not like them, right? So, and if you're working on this, I have meditations that help. They're all linked in my bio. My return to safety meditation is amazing for helping increase your baseline of safety. My heal your inner child meditation is great for healing the inner child. All of these are ways that we increase the baseline of safety so that we can show up in the world the way that we want to. Is this making sense, guys? And if you guys just joined, welcome. We're talking about inner child wounds and business blocks. And I'm going to do a Q&A after I'm finished with this training. So feel free to drop any questions you guys have about inner child work, perfectionism, fear of being seen, fear of judgment, business, anything at all. Awesome. So the other big trigger I see is like perfectionism, procrastination. And again, people think that it's because there's something wrong with them. They're like, I can't take action because I need it to be perfect. This is asking you to heal. It's asking you, hey, if you want to be this entrepreneur, if you want to do what you truly want to do, you have to feel worthy without needing to be perfect. Because what is perfect? Like perfect for who? Perfect for what? How are you going to define perfection? You just can't, right? So it really is about healing the wound. Where does perfectionism come from? It comes from when we were children. We were only given love if we showed up perfectly. Maybe you got in trouble if you didn't come home with all A's. Then your inner child, the child self in you says, oh, I only get love and attention and recognition when I'm perfect. Okay, so now my body says it's not safe to be imperfect, so you better not show up imperfectly, right? So in order to heal your perfectionism, it's about training your body and mind. It's safe to show up imperfectly. I am worthy of showing up imperfectly. I still get love when I show up imperfectly. And from that space, all things flow, right? From that space, we can show up imperfectly as our most authentic selves, and we don't feel any type of way. We're not triggered. But we have to do the inner child work to get there. It's literally sitting with your inner child. It is safe. I love you. I approve of you. Even if they judge you, I'm not going to judge you. I'm always going to be here for you, right? Really taking time to work with the inner child and help her feel safe amidst all the judgment. Because when you put yourself out there in this way, when you're on Instagram or you're stepping into your soul's purpose, you really are going to get judged. I don't sugarcoat that for my clients. Like, you're going to get judged. People are not going to like you. You're going to trigger people. You're going to get judged. People are going to project their shit on you, and they're going to think that you're crazy. But it is about being so rooted in your purpose and in your mission that all the other things, they kind of fall to the wayside. It's like, it's okay if you don't like me because I like me. It's okay if you don't believe in me because I believe in me. It's okay if you don't understand what I'm doing because I am so clear that this is my purpose that I'm going to continue to go on no matter what. That's really what it's about. That's all it's about, is continuing to go on no matter what. Because that's the thing, is so many people, when they're trying to start their business, they're too much in their ego. And this is what I mean by it. It's like, if you're so overly concerned with people liking you, you're not connected to the heart of your mission. Like, when this is your mission, when this is your soul's purpose, it doesn't matter if people like it or not. Because like, the mission is so much bigger than somebody approving of what you're doing, right? If you're sharing your message on social media and someone doesn't like it, it really has nothing to do with that person. Like, it's just not that big. But when we're in it, when we're starting our business, it can feel so big. It can feel like, well, if they don't like me, then who am I, right? But it's about creating that new identity. I'm creating a new program right now, and I'm talking a lot about identity. It's like, one of the hardest parts is creating the new identity where we step into this new version of ourselves. But that feels really uncomfortable because all these people in our life, they know us as one version of ourselves. And it's like, oh, I didn't know that you were going to like show up on social media and teach spirituality. Who's that? Who does she think she is, right? But again, it's not about them. They don't have to get it. The minute I did that, I stepped a huge step to my higher self and leveled my business. Yeah. And so when you show up for your purpose, like regardless of what other people think, even if they're judging you, the universe goes, oh, you believe in yourself? Okay, I believe in you too. Okay, here's some clients, right? And so I just made a post last week about like showing up when it's not working, because the universe is always going to mirror back what you feel about yourself, right? So when I wasn't signing clients in the beginning, it was all about, because I didn't really believe in myself. I didn't really believe in my offer. I was like having money blocks, all of those things. And it's like the universe couldn't give me the clients because I didn't even believe in me. So you're like, it's like, if you actually think about it, it makes kind of crazy sense. It's like you want others to believe in you, but you don't really fully believe in you. You want others to show up for your mission, but you're not showing up for your mission. Everything is a mirror, right? And so it's about clearing the blocks that are a lot of times connected to inner child, connected to shadow, connected to the fear of being seen, connected to the fear of judgment. These are all things that are asking you, hey, I want to give you this next level of your business. I want you to step into your most authentic self, but you got to clear out the baggage, because that's ascension, right? Ascension is clearing out the dirt so that you can rise. Does that make sense? So your work, if you're like in your business and you're like, okay, I'm ready. I really, 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 really want to get to this next level, but I am struggling with fear of judgment. I am struggling with fear of being seen. It's getting really clear on the thing that is blocking you. Okay, so if fear of being seen is the thing that's blocking you, and then asking yourself, finding the root, right? Asking yourself, when was the first time I was judged for being seen for who I truly was? Literally just journal on it. Just journal on it. Even that is going to help you detach from that belief, because you don't have to completely rid yourself of these limiting beliefs. Like, that's not really the purpose. It's not about ridding yourself. It's about loosening the grip so that you can take action. That's all. You only have to loosen the grip, because if you can start to disconnect from, okay, I understand that I got made fun of in preschool. This is actually real for me. It's like I got made fun of in preschool for my skin color because I was like the only tan girl there. And this is why I'm scared to be seen now. But now I can logically detach from that belief of like, oh, I understand that this is why I feel that way. But since I know now, I see that it's not really about my business. It's about this deeper thing. And from there, you can do inner child work on it. If you just joined, I have an inner child meditation linked in my bio. I also have my safety meditation to help you feel safe in your body linked in my bio. And you can start to use those. You can start to really, really use those to emotionally regulate. Because when you can feel safe amidst discomfort, meaning when you feel safe when people judge you, when you feel safe when people don't approve of you, that's when you really start to move to your next level, because that's what's currently stopping you. All right, guys, we talked about a lot. We talked about fear of judgment. I'll put this on YouTube after as well, guys. If you are new or you have not been to my lives, I haven't been live in a really long time, then YouTube is where I'm always going to put my lives. Hi, Bree. Me and Bree are going to a yoga class later. And if you don't follow Bree, go follow her. She's an amazing, amazing coach. So yeah, perfectionism, procrastination. Let's talk about procrastination, then I'll do some Q&A. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them below. But perfectionism or procrastination is also a really, really, really big block that is related to inner child. So when we're procrastinating, we are avoiding an emotion. We're not avoiding the work. So let's say I'm procrastinating on making a program, right? I have a lot of clients that work with me and then they start procrastinating and they're like, I don't know why I can't just take action. I don't know why I can't just do this. And it's not because they're actually avoiding creating the program. It's an emotion around creating the program that they're avoiding, right? So maybe they're scared that once they create the program, then they have to launch it, and that's uncomfortable. Or when they create the program, nobody's gonna buy it. So it's really, procrastination is like the best question you can ask yourself when you're procrastinating is like, what is the emotion that I'm avoiding? What's the emotion that I'm avoiding feeling? And from there, you can work with it. Oh, I don't want to feel like a failure. Then you go to your inner child and you sit with her in her bedroom and you're like, you're not a failure. You're literally not a failure. And yeah, sorry, just got some text and my thought process went a little wild. Okay, but yeah, so everything connected. Let's see if we have any questions up here. Can you get a bit emotional but still feel safe? Absolutely. And that's actually like the amazing part of inner child work. So if you really think about it, you're having an emotional reaction to something that's happening outside of yourself. Like, let's say somebody judges me on social media and I'm triggered and I'm having an emotional reaction to that. The most powerful thing about inner child work is I can go inside and I can talk to myself and I can give myself what I need. Now, after I do that, I basically do this emotional regulation, right? And I am changing my internal state, but nothing outside has changed. Think about that. Think about it. You get triggered from something outside of you. You go inside and you change your emotional state. And now the thing outside, the perception is different of it because you feel safe inside. So getting emotional isn't bad. It's just, what are you going to do with those emotions now? It's how are you going to move through those emotions? That's it. How are you going to move through those emotions? And that's why it's so powerful, because when I first started my business, I'll tell you guys a story. I was so scared of being seen. I would get on my stories and I would literally post and I would get so triggered and cry. I would literally cry because I felt so judged by everyone. And I realized, okay, if I don't freaking heal this, it's going to hold me back for the rest of my life and I'm not going to be able to do this. And I wanted to do my business so bad. Like, I had quit my corporate job already. I'd gone too far. This had to work. It was during COVID. I needed money. I really needed to do it. Right. And when I found inner child work, it was like this magic tool, because I would get triggered and then I would go and help my inner child feel safe. I'd be like, no, it's okay. No one's judging you. Even if they are, I'm here for you. And it was really about changing my emotional state for so long and so consistently that eventually what happened was that was my new state of being, was just feeling safe amidst all that discomfort. That's really it. That's really, really it. How do we make it a habit to practice this way of thinking and feeling? By practicing it in your body. That's why I literally have the inner child meditation and the return to safety meditation, because basically how you create a higher baseline of safety in your body, which is, I'll go through that in a minute, is by practicing feeling safe. So why is it that one person could go skydiving and not have any fear in their body, but the other person could literally be like so nervous that they throw up? Why? Because one of them has a higher baseline of safety, meaning amidst uncertainty, that person internally feels safer. The second person hasn't practiced that yet. And the first person probably has gone skydiving before. You know what I mean? So it's about practicing that feeling of uncertain or of safety. Practicing by doing, practicing by emotionally regulating, right? There's always two ways to heal. The internal work and the external work. If we only do internal work and we don't take action, nothing changes. If we only take action and don't change our inside, it's not sustainable. So it's really about doing both. How do you feel that 2 times you can't regulate yourself? I'm not sure I understand that question, so feel free to ask it another way and I'll answer it. What is the way you can make yourself feel stay? Already 2 pages of notes full. Oh my gosh, thank you. I'm so happy that this was useful. Yeah, guys, ask any last questions. I'll wrap it up soon after I finish answering, but I'm so excited that I'm back live. I'm going to do lives again, like try to do twice a week. I used to do them like religiously 2 to 3 times a week, and then I just like kind of got away from it. Was going through a big life transition, needed to move. Now I'm back in California and doing all the things. I also wanted to say I have one 90-minute session available for May. So my 90-minute sessions are really, really good for doing a little bit of mindset work and a little bit of strategy, meaning like if you have things that you want to work through in your business, they're amazing. Or like we could do a whole inner child session. They're actually very customized to you and your goals. But typically what my clients come in to do is like they have business blocks, but then they also need to know how to move forward from them. So we do like the mindset stuff. Once we clear out the blocks, we do some business strategy of like, how are we going to move forward for the next month? It's 333. And they're 90 minutes customized to you and your goals. And they also come with 3 days of WhatsApp support after for me to help you integrate whatever you need to integrate. So if you want to book a 90-minute session with me, I have one more for May. You can DM me 90 minute and we'll get that on the books. I saw some questions come through. I wrote before, if it's not working, regulate yourself 5/3 times. I'm just not sure what 5/3 means. Do you think everyone has inner child wounds? I personally do, because no matter what, like we came to earth to heal. We came to earth to evolve. And even if you had a perfect childhood, even if your parents were great, you might have had some trauma at school. You might have been bullied, right? Like, I just think that it's not like impossible to not have inner child wounds, but 9 times out of 10 people do. How can you have fun with inner child to feel more comfortable connecting with her? You can have fun by following excitement. If you think about being a child, what's like the one thing that you always were? You're like excited. You're like, I'm excited to go to school. I'm excited to go paint. I'm excited to go have a sleepover. So following your excitement, following your joy is a beautiful way to connect with your inner child. Because sometimes I can't regulate, sometimes I can. So I get confused. Okay. So if you can't regulate, you might need to do something deeper. You might need to go take a walk. You might need to go out in nature. And the one thing is though, remember that we always will come back to equilibrium. So even if I'm triggered in this moment, right? Really a helpful thought when you're triggered is remembering that it's temporary. Every single emotion that you've ever had is something that you felt and then has gone back to equilibrium. Every fear that you've had is you felt and then it's gone back to equilibrium. So sometimes when I'm triggered, I just remember this is temporary. What can I do to soothe it in the moment? How can I remember that this is going to pass? How can I remember that this is just a little blip of my entire life? So we can start reaching our goals already when we start loosening up. We don't need to feel safe 100%. For sure, you can always, like, I think that one of the biggest like blocks for people when they're trying to overcome their limiting beliefs is thinking that they have to have no limiting beliefs in order to take action, no limiting beliefs in order to get where they want to go. Like I still have limiting beliefs, but they're not stopping me from doing what I want to do because my belief in myself is stronger than those limiting beliefs, right? So it's really about, like I said, loosening the grip on your limiting beliefs so that you can take action. Alrighty, guys. Any more cues? If not, just a reminder, my meditations are linked on my profile. I have one 90-minute session available for May. You can DM me 90 minute if you want to work with me. We can do inner child work, shadow work, business stuff, a mix of everything. Alignment Mastery and Soulful Strategy, my 5-month programs are always kind of like open enrollment as spaces open up. So you can book a call with the link in my bio if you would like to join that. But overall, I'm so excited that I got to connect with you guys. I love you. I'll see you again soon. And the whole replay will be on YouTube within like the next few days if you want to watch this through again. Love you guys.